Round 3.
Yeah,
Fight.
yeah. Alrighty. Do we want to go to more light?
Yeah.
Further up? Hello, everyone. I am in Joplin, Missouri tonight. And I'm here with
Hi.
some folks.
Hi.
No one's really met her yet.
No.
Is this the...
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I think that she's probably going to be a big part of the next video.
Oh, we haven't discussed that.
Yeah. We're going to figure out exactly all the details, but there's a good part that she's going to take most of the camera on the next video.
Very good, very good.
Yeah, we haven't filmed it yet, but we got all day tomorrow.
What is going on, Steve? Glad to have you here. Robert, what's going on? Tonight we are literally, earlier today, Casey called me and he was like, hey, so I'm driving through Oklahoma, and I was like, that's interesting because I'm going through Oklahoma tomorrow. And I can't remember if you said it first or I said it first, but I was like, yeah, I'm going to be stopping in Joplin, Missouri tonight, I think. And he's like, well,
About an hour later, I was like, oh, I'm going to run out of time in Joplin.
Now we're just staying at the petrol.
Because it has caribou coffee. The
Yes.
whole reason we're here is caribou coffee.
Yes. Caribou coffee. Caribou. I gotta have my coffee in the morning.
Yeah, because that needs more coffee.
Yeah.
wait,
Squirrel.
are there comments?
Coffee.
Oh, here we go.
So, for those that are maybe not fully up to speed, this is the owner of the Dodge in the last video.
Hi. I'm the old lady. I'm Stephanie.
And there's a big story about all of this. It'll most likely be the entire next video.
Yeah. You might see me sneak up on Casey's page every once in a while.
Yeah. She mostly Instagram stalks me.
Oh my God. That's not how that happened.
Hopefully the next video.
Well, whatever.
Glenn Daniels, what is going on? Chris James, that was a funny looking dumpster you had last week. Well, there you have it. Daniel Q, what's going on? Thurman, Paul, Hook'em Haulers,
There's a whole lot of people in
all
here.
you RV people.
All you RV people. And almost RV people.
I used to be an
The
18.
almost.
I used to be an 18-wheeler. Does that count?
Now you're less.
Less of a,
Less wheels.
Well,
you lost some axles there.
it's a minor downgrade, but at least it's mine.
Yeah.
That's a step in the right direction.
There's a huge difference between someone else owning your stuff and you owning your stuff. And that is going to be the big part of the next video.
Very good, very good. Are we able to give a...
Yeah. Yeah.
It's revving back here.
It's idling.
The beast from
The last video.
here it is.
Be a trailer to her destination.
Just look at that. Look at that.
On top of all the work that I told you we did to it, we cut about 1,000 pounds off of this truck.
Wow.
Take a lot of weight.
So that's good, especially since for the time being it's not a Porsche, it's only 26. Ripping 1,000 off the truck directly off the drive axle. Good.
Absolutely.
This was a whole lot of blood, sweat, and beers.
Oh, dear.
Literally.
Oh, my word. I got the full tour just a minute ago. It's pretty legit.
Hi, Sean.
Bandits, what's going on? Oh, there's the Amber. Two cool men of transport business. Oh,
Oh,
And it's
Steve.
done idling.
Nope. Daniel, did you finally come out of retirement? Well, it wasn't by choice that I even did retire for 4 months.
you can blame the person in
It
the
was-
White House, but we're not going to talk about that.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that.
Oh man. Oh man. Lewis, good to see you. Oh, here we go. You've got some lights. Look at this bad boy. On the trailer. Making it happen. Yeah. Let's see the comments here. Bed delete was awesome. Bandits, yeah. I've got to catch up on all my video watching.
Well, Mark, have one for me. That sounds good. I don't drink on the road. You all know that.
Let's go back to light.
Oh, here we go. We're migrating. For anybody just joining, we are at the Joplin TA over here.
The baby Iowa 80.
Basically.
It's got a really nice. Actually, it's a really nice chrome
There's
shop.
two of them, right? There's this
I've walked
one
through it a
and
couple
the one-
times.
And the one on 95 in Kinley, there's two of them.
Yeah, there's one in North Carolina. Same company owns this one, I think. Thurman, thank you. I appreciate that. That was a.
If you don't know, go to the QT. They got the best tea.
It's damn good.
I got addicted when I lived in Texas. It's the best.
Can you guys hear us out here with all the wind? Let us know.
It's a little windy. They said the bed delete was awesome. Thank you. You did a great job.
It's okay.
Yes, we can hear you. Cool. Hey, thanks, Chris.
Awesome. There's a bit of wind.
It's a little bit of wind.
I've been fighting it all day.
Yes.
It's been making sure that her door stayed closed all day. Just shoving.
Yeah, at one point I was holding the steering wheel like the wrong angle to stay on the road.
Yeah.
It was a little sketchy. Little sketch.
See?
Daniel?
QTT. Yes.
On every morning. There you go.
Yes, it's the shitholes.
Is it
Awesome.
Bojangles sweet tea good? Lynn, it is better than Bojangles. I have never found anything that compares to this. Ever.
I can do like flavored
It's even
teas,
better
but
than McDonald's.
regular teas.
So they've got regular
I'm not an
sweet
adult.
tea, and
I
then
don't
they've
know.
got all sorts of different fruits.
I usually
they got-
get mango and pineapple.
I can do extra fruit stuff. I
Yeah.
can do that.
There's raspberry, papaya, peach, pineapple.
Well, they got
Pineapple
sweet
tea,
and
dope.
unsweet. Yes.
Wow.
Would you
Dude,
like to try?
that's not pineapple, is
I'm
it?
good.
Oh, that's the pineapple too.
I got gum, but
I don't care.
Right?
what?
The face says it all.
What? Pineapple tea? For real, that is good. Oh my word. I might be a tea drinker now. I don't
Yeah,
know.
right?
That pushes me over. That does it.
Well, what's nice is it's only like $1.30 for one of these large things, and you go get like the pure leaves out of the fridge, and they're like $3
For a third the size.
for like a third of this.
I've seen some of the really fancy tea that's just. How are you doing that? What? Is there liquid gold in there or something? Like, what's happening?
You say I did 80% unsweetened and 20% sweet. Yeah, that's a good combo. I usually do that.
Yeah, sometimes it gets too sweet, but sometimes you just got that sweet tooth. Today I had a sweet tooth. 100% sweet tooth.
The sweeter the better for you.
I did raspberry and pineapple.
I do the mango and the pineapple. Which
Raspberry and pineapple. I can't even.
you sucked this down earlier. You could have tried this. I was slow savoring it because I don't know when I'm going to get back over here to try anymore. Oh, you got some.
Oh.
Oh, you got some.
Raspberry pineapple I'm trying.
You just got touched, didn't you? You got touched inappropriately, didn't you?
What just happened?
Juicy.
Raspberry pineapple. That is unlike anything I've ever had before. Oh my word. I gotta go to QT. I will post a picture. Where am I looking? I will post a picture on Instagram with one of those bad boys before I come home. It's gonna happen.
You're going to Texas, right?
It's going to happen.
Oh,
Yes.
there's tons of them in Texas.
Yep, they're all over Texas.
Okay.
Especially
Okay.
if you're going down towards Austin.
Yeah.
Pass them right on the 35.
Okay.
They're all over Texas and Oklahoma.
It's gonna happen.
And it's got truck parking. So you never
Yeah.
That's very.
Most of them are truck stops.
Pineapple tea. Is that even legal? That's insane. Oh my word.
Only if you fill out a Form 1 with the ATF.
Oh my word.
Don't want to be one of them 40 million felons.
All in pause. Hey. Bandits, Tennessee tea is the only way to go.
That's not even the same, Cheryl. That's not even remotely the same.
Okay. Honey, I did not mean to hang up on you. If you're watching this, please don't kill me. You just called in the middle of the live stream. I am sorry. She... Wait, hold on. We are calling my wife to confirm that I'm not in trouble.
If she answers.
Sorry, everybody.
And the stream's been hijacked. Daniel has just lost his video. So what are we talking about? We'll do this and this. See if we make a little bit more light here. Oh. All right.
What's everybody saying?
She did not pick up.
She did not pick up. Kara, you got to answer the phone.
She probably don't recognize the number. So she's like, I am
Yeah,
not
she probably doesn't
answering
recognize
that.
the phone number, but
I am not answering that. I don't know who that is.
Anyway, so what's the topic while he's seeing if he's dead or alive? Is
I
there
don't know.
a truck
What's
running in the background?
I'm moving, I can't read, I'm too short.
Yes, that guy's idling. We can't turn it off. We can go to the other side of the truck though.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I told you not to fucking.
Or we just go to Daniel's truck, or we could stay here. We got a table.
Wow, that's much better.
All right, a little quieter.
Much better.
Now we got a reefer, but the reefer's quiet, so it's not bad.
Well, it's set to 30, so it's cool enough outside.
Let's see. Chris James has a QT 10 minutes from his house.
Lucky. It's over
Daniel's
Georgia,
still
South Carolina. Yeah, there's some over there too.
I'm on my live stream on my phone. I'm
Hi,
calling,
wifey.
I'm calling from Casey's phone right now.
QT in
I'm on my
Arizona?
live stream.
I didn't know that.
I'm just letting you know so I don't get in trouble. I love you. I'll see you on the live stream. Love you. Bye.
QT has killer breakfast wraps.
I don't know. I've never tried their breakfast.
They have a jalapeno sausage, apparently.
I'm stealing
Jalapeno
your phone number
sausage.
or your credit card number or something. I don't know what
Oh,
is happening.
he's
Okay.
doing all kinds of stuff.
I'll give him back his phone.
What's going on, folks? Oh, wow. Is there a truck running in the background? Oh, yeah. I don't know if this is any better, but
It's a lot
hopefully,
quieter.
hopefully.
She had to go use the little girl's room.
Aha. Talk about the GPS trackers required at IT for all drivers starting tomorrow.
I have not heard of this.
I have not either. Bandits, talk to us. Bandits, we love you too, Daniel. Love you guys. Bandits, so they will know where you all are. Situational awareness.
I know one guy. I know one guy who works for IT.
If you guys are out on the road, let us know where you are at. If you're close to Joplin, Missouri, let me know. They got here a lot earlier than I did.
About an hour and a half.
Hour and a half, okay. So I'm actually not in that big of a rush tomorrow. So if you happen to be coming through Joplin, let me know. Like early morning or morning-ish.
Morning-ish?
Morning-ish. The ish.
Ish. He's not awake.
It is a tracker in the camper. Huh. We're out by Bakersfield, California. Well, that's a little far away.
A little bit.
Tomorrow, all IT drivers will have a GPS tracker unit in your BLO packet. It will track you and the unit.
So what is the Camping World or whatever mailing those back to IT? Where do they get their power from?
Who?
Are they powered off the battery as soon as you connect your battery?
I wonder if, so I actually just talked about this, like weirdly, the other day in my video for my dumpsters. I have trackers on my trucks and my dumpsters. And one type of tracker out there is based off of a SIM card with a big battery that will last a long time, well, like a month or so, and it pings off of its own cell phone signal, and it's got a huge magnet on it. That's what I use for my dumpsters. There's that type of GPS tracker, and then there's a tracker that's piggybacking off of any type of Apple, like the Apple AirTags, or the actual Android platform. So that has a like 2 or 3 year battery life on those types of GPS trackers. So I'm curious if it piggybacks off of Apple iPhones or Android, or if it's a GPS tracker that has to be charged like once a month or something. That's the only type of...
Thurman has a very good point. I run an ELD. I already have a tracker.
Yeah, you do. But for anybody who doesn't have that,
yep,
and doesn't want whoosy whatsy to follow them, drivers have to return the trackers.
Wow. Drivers have to return the trackers?
I see a lot of
suck my
problems.
You paying for me to mail that back?
That's a lot of problems. And here's the next step for that. You don't get paid your second half until we get that. That's the next thing where Synergy with CODs, that's their thing. You're not going to get paid your the last like fourth or whatever until you turn in your CODs.
I would absolutely make the argument. I already have an ELD. I'm not putting another. I'm not dealing with it.
That's the next step, right next door to it.
So, who was that? Who said? Someone said something. Robert, I'll be there Wednesday.
Chase Bennett already has a tracker on the flatbed I lease. My ELD tells them where I am, but I would be more irritated if I had to worry about recovering the tracker and getting it back. I mean, that's about as fair as it gets. Chris says, I don't think Synergy will require it. Indiana Transport is self-dispatch. I guess the self-dispatch do a whole lot as far as, I mean, what would that change?
It doesn't really do anything.
I mean,
no, here's the other thing.
They're watching.
I'm not saying that this happens or anyone does it, but those people who are not running ELDs, no one can fudge their logbook anymore either. I'm not saying that anyone does that. There's
never.
No one would ever.
People don't do that.
No.
People don't do that.
But I mean, there's probably one or two somewhere.
I've never met them before. What if you lose the tracker? Yeah. Oh man. I feel like that's going to be such a. There's going to be so many policy additions just to implement this period.
Oh.
Will
Will each multi-haul camper have its own tracker? So if I put 4 units on my trailer,
dude, that is a nightmare.
or actually,
Or would it just be attached to the BOL that has? Oh wait,
I get a BOL for each trailer.
dude, what?
Or if I get the short ones, I can put 5 on this trailer.
Dude, I don't know how they're going to be able. That is so many trackers. That is.
Well, what? Horizon's got almost 1,500 drivers?
At any given time, under normal years, not COVID madness, at any given time, how many trailers are at Horizon?
Oh, good point. Do you have to do a check-in call every day?
7 years ago, I was told I have to do a check-in call every single day that I am under dispatch. I have called less than every day 7 years in a row, and I get an answer of, okay, like, good for you. So I have, we'll say I have not made check-in calls every single day for 7 years.
So for us, it's right here. I already did my check-in call for the day, but there's a little button we push right here. I just boop, and it sends my location through the app.
yeah, we have to literally call.
So
And
maybe that's why we won't have trackers.
because you're going to be updating.
Because if you don't make that call,
You're
they
at
call
least-
you. I know
Yeah.
because I've got that call many times.
In 7 years, I've gotten like 5 calls. And they're like, you should have made your check call. And I'm like, you've never enforced it for 7 years, so I am doubting the legitimacy of how much you care. I shouldn't care more than you should, but Synergy, they said no trackers for us as they know of. Gotcha. Theft, and maybe because they had been drivers abandoned units on the road and quit. Bandits, that's a good thought as well. That makes sense to me. Also, I would just throw this out here with
We're trying to figure
everything going on in the economy and the market. And I don't know about your insurance, but my insurance has gone up for my unladen. And I'm wondering if the insurance companies are requiring, if this is an insurance play to say we're going to limit our liability to ensure these trailers are like actually safe and not lost or stolen or whatever. If they are stolen, we have a tracker on there somewhere, somehow.
My only
Like-
concern for that is would not violate people's personal business by putting that on there.
Well, if you have an ELD.
You're already
No,
violated.
like when you take it to a customer.
No. You have to take that out of the trailer and mail it back to the company.
Jim, I completely agree. Completely agree. Chris, I have never called to tell them where I'm at. Did get one call and an email right after I delivered. Bandits, we don't do daily check-in calls. No problem as of yet, but for drive away, I do have to call or email every day. Okay.
So, is the tracker going to track speed?
Probably.
If it's a tracker that tracks speed, that has to be a mega battery. To be able to do that,
Is it going to pull off the
Mine-
Is it going to pull off the marine battery that we put on the front of every trailer? That is being powered off the truck? Like if they just put it in the unit somewhere?
Do we have anybody that works for
Right.
Indiana?
I know one guy, but he's asleep.
Never mind.
You met him
Oh,
at
yeah.
Nationals.
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
You'll let them have
If I think you're probably right, it's going to have to go off, somehow tied into the camper itself
Like you have to put it on your battery.
on the 12-volt battery.
when you that's part you drop the battery in, hook up the wires, and part
Right.
of that is you set that on too.
It's either that, and it would have enough juice constantly to do mileage, or like my GPS trackers can't do mileage. It can only ping every 10 seconds or 1 minute or whatever I choose to. and it'll last like 5 to 6 weeks. So it's got to be what you're talking about.
Well, I'm not sure it's going to track speed. I was just curious.
Well, but I mean that's
well. Let's be honest. Not everyone follows the 65 rule.
right.
So how many
don't.
trailers have been totaled because people are doing 70, 75, 80?
And that comes back to insurance.
Yeah.
I mean all roads lead to insurance. I think people trying to save money or
Said it would
switching
be in the BOL, but so is it like an Apple AirTag?
in every packet. So they're hedging their bets that you either have an Apple or an Android and whatever their tracker is. I've heard of people talking
Well,
about
an AirTag creates its own signal. It doesn't need anything.
it piggybacks off of our cell phone without us even doing it. That's what it does. So
Are you sure?
it does only for Apple
Because they make
devices,
them
though.
in wallets now,
Right.
and I can leave my wallet in my living room, go out in town, and my AirTag will tell me my wallet's in my living room.
But it only pings it if there's something nearby that does it. With an Apple
Really?
device,
Are
it
you
does.
sure?
How do
If you
people
go to the
find-
Apple website, yeah.
Well, then
Yeah,
how do
When I
people find-
researched it, that's what I think I read. But
I would look into
It's
that.
only-
That doesn't make any sense.
because there's specific Apple things that are only meant for the Apple network and then Android, and it can only piggyback off of Apple or those Android phones.
Okay, sure.
Networks.
Only Apple can see it, but it's creating its own signal.
It doesn't have a SIM card.
It's got to have something.
Well, that's why I think it's. I'll have to relook at my
and
thing.
I only say that because
Yeah.
they make the wallets,
Right.
and the wallet does its own thing. Or like, if I go and I put one on your truck, I will always know where you are.
IT doesn't have a 65
But if,
mile per hour.
yeah,
What if you're packing with the GPS in your truck?
IT doesn't have a 65-mile rule. What? I
Oh.
mean, the manufacturers have the 65-mile
yeah,
rule.
that's from the
That's what
manufacturer.
Synergy says.
That's what Horizon says, manufacturer, and it's
Well, you shouldn't be going faster than
Bandits. What if your packet with the GPS is in your truck and the camper unit gets stolen from your truck? Exactly.
so Lindgren.
Exactly.
It's not just no speed. There's a lot of places in the country where even these semis can do 80 miles an hour. So that's not
Like
speeding.
85.
I
yeah.
used to a lot. My truck, I would steady 72, 75.
I would also say, if it's anything like the GPS tracker I had a few years, or the trucker GPS that I used for a short time until I stopped completely, there'd be times where its GPS location on the thing would show I'm going 65, 70, whatever on the highway, and all of a sudden it shows I'm going like 95 and then catches back up because it skipped. It didn't have a great connection, and it would show that I was going 95 for like 0.2 seconds, and then it caught me back up to the regular speed. So is it going to do that to us as well? If it's that kind of a speed tracker, like that's kind of sketchy. I'm just saying.
Oh, now they're arguing about whether or not there's a 65.
It's not Synergy. It's not any. I mean, they might say we have that, but it's the manufacturers. At
Yeah.
least the manufacturers are the ones who are saying
It's,
No more.
It's Keystone. It's Jayco. It's
Maybe
Forest
it's-
River.
it's not. Maybe there's just some camper companies that, or transport companies that just aren't like enforcing it. Just to like, let's make this work. Here we go. The tags use a mesh network, uses other people's iPhones and their networks to triangulate its location. As long as there is a
There you go.
Apple product around, it will work.
So you don't have to
Or-
sync it to yours. It just works. Period.
Off of, yeah, just force through.
I used to know.
Yep, bandits. I'm with you. Yeah. Used to build them. Oh, wow. You used to build
AirTags?
tires are rated at 60.
Oh, he used to build the campers.
Oh. Okay.
See, I always thought the 65 rule was based on the tires. Ask me how I know. There's a video on that.
Oh, man.
I'm sure.
Speed ratings. Blue Thunder, yeah. As they told me not to speed, whatever, I get the best MPG. There's flex too much, so I'm not going to be hauling too fast anyways.
You ain't wrong.
Weeble wobble, weeble wobble, weeble wobble. Oh, man.
They call flatbed skateboards for a reason.
No, I mean, really, it's most flatbeds. Just ship shoes are worse than most.
They call them skateboards for a reason.
Like when I had that Kaufman for a few days, it was a lot stiffer than the ship shoe, but even it was.
Oh, man. I saw a guy who asked me very rapidly today. He had 3, and I'm telling you, each single axle trailer was wobbling a different direction than the other ones.
Yeah, you know why?
And it was all over the place. I'm like,
You know why? It's actually totally safe. Come here.
let's learn something.
Because the straps are just on the tires. So the body can move around because the straps are just on the tires. So the suspension is flexing going down the road.
Back and forth. But each one going the opposite directions.
Yeah.
That's so like the middle one was going the opposite directions.
It's just however the trailer's bouncing going down the road or the wind is catching them.
Wind.
But as long as previous you can hear,
Oh my soul.
These ain't going nowhere.
Holy cow. Well, I was stressed watching.
so this one I can't move the body because I have the bumper ratcheted down.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm
Yeah, you're
over just a little bit. I'm not over width, but I'm over the edge
Right.
of that. I'm inside the rub rail. So I put inside the bumper pulling towards the center for additional strength.
Gotcha.
So this body doesn't move, but normally the body will rock.
Wood
back and
bracket. Okay, gotcha. The more you know.
forth. I'm here for educational purposes.
Yeah, okay.
Oh man, let's see. I don't know how pulling triples feels,
Those are neat.
but love multi-haul.
Like
Dude.
high brake lights.
Dude, check out these lights. What?
He's got lights for days. He's lit up like a Christmas tree.
My word.
Yeah, he's lit up like a Christmas tree.
Dude. That is sweet. Let's see.
I didn't want that many lights. Too many lights.
Bandits. So if the Bandits had a tracker we delivered, then went to a naked hot springs for 3 days, the company would know it. How unbandity. Love those lights. Love Christmas.
Oh my! I don't believe you chased, and I don't want to find out.
What?
Ship shoe stopped flexing at 110. Don't be scared. Just hammer down.
Oh, I don't want to fucking find that out. No, I'm good.
Oh, wow.
Good.
Oh, man.
That was an attractive trailer.
There's more chicken lights than Holland Paws now.
Okay, see you had. And I took some out.
The toned down version.
We still have 17 more we can put on the Dodge.
And we're not doing that. I don't want that many lights on my truck.
No, sorry, 14 more.
Light it up. Light it up.
14 more. I forgot about the 3 in the back.
He wanted to put a spotlight up on the back of the cab, and I was like, no.
I want to give her some loading lights, but up here.
Like,
Right.
It's already bad enough with my taillights are so bright in the dark. When I go to back up, it looks like one of those heat guns that you shine and you see thermal conditions. You can't see shit. I said I need one of these little like spooky covering so I can see what I'm doing.
What we're thinking about doing is, because she just got the plastic blank, is putting a little like 3-inch LED light bar so she has a load light that's on an upfitter switch.
Yeah.
To be determined.
To be determined. Sorry, I had to open the gate. Needs 20 more lights on the Dodge. 20 more lights. 20 more lights.
No,
It has
Fair
7.
enough for high-speed service.
It has 7, and that is the minimum legal limit.
the only way I'd ever
All
have
lit
any
right
lights
now.
is if I was driving a Peterbilt with lots of chrome. It's called chicken lights and chrome for a reason.
It's a joke. Don't call me in. My truck tops out at 87. Did it pull a trailer?
They don't pay enough for high-speed service. They don't pay enough for 100 a day. All right. We got to get up early.
Yeah.
I'm going to bed.
All right, man.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you. Good to meet you. All
Bye,
righty.
everybody. You'll see me on his channel very next week.
Later, y'all. See you around.
Bye.
Have a good one, guys. All righty. We are headed back to my truck. 3 doors down. All righty. We've still... Hey. Really? All right. Hey, man, it's now all you need to go to Texas Roadhouse. Yeah, I wish. So they said it earlier, but I am actually going to. I am going to actual Texas. After I deliver in Oklahoma, I will be going to Texas for a. It may sound kind of weird, but I'm going to Texas for a dumpster con, or whatever you want to call it. I will be going to DRS Con. So that'll be on Wednesday. So tomorrow I drop off this unit just on the other side of Tulsa. So early, morning-ish, late morning, whatever. And then from there, I'll just take my sweet time going down to Austin, Texas, where I will be kind of getting ready for Wednesday. And then all Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I will be at this DRS Con, dumpster rental systems. Basically, the people who operate my software for my website and the back end and everything else that I do for my dumpster business, that's where I'm going. So I basically was able to get a trailer to almost get down to Texas to be able to, get paid for the trailer and then go to this event. Because I'm driving, I'll be in the back seat and I'll just, go to the truck stop and get a shower instead of a hotel and flight and everything else. So, yeah, pretty excited about it. Let's see here. Earlier, Daniel, do you know anything about these ball joint delete kits for the Dodge 3500? Lewis, ball joint deletes. I've never heard that. I'm definitely going to have to look that up. That sounds very interesting. There's my wife. Drive safe, hubby. Good night. Love you. Love you, honey. Transport Bandits, we're headed to Mexico after delivering to Southern California. Wow. Bandits, we all need the video for that. Let's go. Bandits in Mexico, track that. Let's go. That's awesome. Be safe driving, Daniel. Thanks, Bandits. In Mr. Dibble's fashion, I don't got no pants. Oh, dear. Let's see. Don't worry. Neither does Jeff. No pants Monday. Man, I'll tell you this. It is 63 degrees right now. I've only been, oh, here we go. I have only been in like 10-degree weather for so long, it feels like. I don't even know what to do. I have sweats on right now. I brought shorts, and I'm really glad I did, because what in the world? This is insane. 60-some degrees. I need to, like, beg and plead for Synergy just to be able to get a load going to someplace not 10 degrees. Let's see. These East Coast highways are tearing the front ends out of my Dodge. Yeah, Indiana for me. I'm with you. My ball joints, I mean, God bless warranties, because that's a thing. Man. If anybody is joining or has been here for just a little bit, I am in Joplin, Missouri. Casey called me just a little earlier ago today. He was like, hey, where you at? I'm like, oh, I'm going to Oklahoma, dropping off. He's like, oh, well, I'm in Oklahoma right now. I'm like, well, I'm going to Joplin, Missouri. He's like, a little later, like, oh, I'm going to Joplin, Missouri too. So kind of crazy, but we were able to meet up here just for a little bit and chit chat, and yeah, pretty cool stuff. Wayne, how busy are you? For RB Transport, this is my second or third load in 4 months. In this 4-month period, it's been like 2 or 3. So, I mean, I wouldn't even say the word busy in the same sentence. It is what it is. Picked up this week, 19 degrees. Yeah, for real. The delete kits look solid. Checked out some videos on them. Man, Lewis, thank you for mentioning that. I'm gonna check that out. That looks that sounds pretty interesting. And it's we're going from negative 23 last week to 1,000 degrees in Mexico. Oh man, Lewis, Mr. Tennessee said he believes. I did watch his video. Yeah, seems like there's quite a few people getting out of the game, and I don't blame them. You do what you got to do. Loads picked up some this week, but still slow, and companies still not hiring. Yeah, man, that's I did notice that as well. A lot of these loads still aren't workable for me, just with where I'm at, what I'm doing. But I did notice that as well, and also lot 4 for Synergy is surprisingly filled up. So yeah. And I did hear that lot 7 is leased to Indiana Transport temporarily or something for them to stage their trailers or something like that. Wayne, I'm fishing. Gotcha. I delivered 3 in the past 2 weeks. Chris, how dare you? I'm just kidding. Been a ridiculously busy few months. Gonna slow down Wednesday and spend a week in around Indiana. Let's go. On pause. Does anybody know if Mr. Tennessee actually quit? I believe so. Jim. Yeah, Jim. I don't know who I heard it from. But I heard that it was put. Who did I hear from? That it's not actually our trailers for Synergy. That they're leasing it out. So we had a bunch. Then they all went down to what was left to CDL, Canada, and Park models. Gotcha. Semper Fi said he released 2. I heard that as well. Yep. Going to call him tomorrow and ask on the phones. Gotcha. Oh man, only 2 loads of spreads for me. 2 for this week, and we'll grab 1 for the weekend. Nice, Funning Zen. Good for you, man. This is now Indiana's lot 6. Aha. Bandits, do you know if it's officially, did we completely give up the yard? We no longer actually are Synergy leased it, but we're like subleasing it. Do we no longer have it, period? Or is it just a temporary thing? Or are we done with Synergy for lot 7? No, not officially. Okay, gotcha. All right, we should have had that many. The end of the video, the last one we put out, he changed his mind maybe about quitting. Wow. I thought I watched the whole video of his. Now I'm second guessing it. I'm not. We need to go watch his video. Oh my word. All right. Let's see here. We all might get more loads depending on how the trackers go. Once I get done with my project in the undisclosed location, I'm heading back up. Yeah. Basically, this whole deal for me. This is a full week situation for me, even though I'm only going to Tulsa or west of Tulsa to drop off. I'll be going to Austin, Texas, doing that for 3 days, and then basically as soon as I get out in the evening on Friday, I will be headed straight back home. So yeah, it'll be a long Saturday. Said he wasn't sure if he was coming back with red or blue. Just the wrong one. They being like, oh wow, funny Zen, wow, that's that's rough. Lewis, thanks for the post. I like these videos. I like all you camper hauler videos. Transport events. We're going home after this California load, then Mexico visit, then home. We've been out since December 28th. Man, killing it. I don't believe he made the phone call after his last delivery. Oops. There we go. My hand is getting tired here. On my new iPhone, sort of new, I don't have the magnets on the back of it yet put on there, so I can't put it on my magnet whoozy whatsy. So that's awesome. Yep. Okay, so anybody else who is out on the road today, I'm assuming you felt that wind, at least for the middle of the country, because oh my word, it was fairly ridiculous. Every once in a while, I pulled out the weather app and double checked that, and the gusts definitely got above 25, but the sustained never hit above 25. At least it said. So I kept on trucking, but yeah, that was a little sketch. I definitely had to slow down a little bit and keep all the wheels on the road. Let's see, Steve. Did you leave Ryder at home this trip? Yes, I did. He is not here. He's not in the back seat with me because I'm, 3 days basically going to be at a conference thing at a table for hours and hours. I did not want to bring him with me out on the road this time, just since I'm going to be like unavailable to him for most of the week. These are going to be like 8 to 5 p.m. days of working and listening and taking notes and all that kind of stuff. Just business stuff, dumpster business stuff, really fun stuff. So yeah, I didn't bring him with me. I would have liked to, but it would have been too much time. Him just stuck in here. He'd be better off with his sister, crazy Bella, to be at home with her. So, Jim, good night. All dropping in Louisiana tomorrow. Nice, very good. Thurman, I came home last Friday. Took some days off. Had some things for church. Getting back on track with the plan. Nice. On pause with an Airstream, you don't feel any wind. Man, I bet you don't. When you literally have the most aerodynamic trailer out there, that is awesome. Am I missing? Let's see. Lewis, at least you'll be in warmer weather, dude. If I break a sweat in Texas, I don't know. Kara might have to come. She might need to come to me. I might not be able to make it back to Indiana. Yeah. I'm so done with winter. I'm so done. I don't know about you guys, but I'm done with it. I'm so sick of it. Yeah. Just get over yourself. Let's see. Oh well, it's definitely a late one. Like I said, I'm not in any real rush for tomorrow. I'll wake up when I wake up. Obviously, make sure my 10's good, and then deliver. And then I think it's like 6.5, 7 hours. It might be over 7 hours from the other end of Tulsa down to Austin is where I'm going. So I'll just kind of skedaddle down there and make it happen. Bright and early Wednesday morning, I'll be ready for school, ready to learn, ready to ask a boatload of questions. I paid a lot of money, or the business my dumpster business paid a lot of money for me to come to this event and hopefully learn a boatload of stuff. And should be a good time. And hopefully it'll help me make a lot more money with the dumpster business and just do a better job for my customers. So, Chris James, it's going to be 65 tomorrow here at this location, where this location is. Yeah, I'm gonna go have dinner. It's kind of late. It's kind of really late, but I'm gonna have. I had lunch at like 5 p.m. and I'm kind of hungry because that's the only meal I've had. So call it dinner and then post dinner for my meals for the day. Didn't have anything before that, so let's see. We're hitting 55 tomorrow in South Jersey. Man, 62 here. Wind therapy time. Transport bandits. Gotta go potty now. Transport bandits out. Hey, bandits, have a good one. Be safe. Make it to the bathroom. Do what you gotta do. Make sure he's got his pants on. Yeah, be careful. Oh, my word. Oh, dear. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up. If you did not catch earlier in the live stream, Casey was here. We talked and did a lot of stuff. So check out the live stream afterwards. Just wanted to hop on here. Oh my word, I royally screwed up the other live stream that I had scheduled. I don't have anything for you. I don't know what I did. I'm sorry about that earlier, but yeah, my timeline got pushed back, so I was like, well, I got to push the live stream back further, and I hope everybody, understands and may not be even awake. So it is what it is. But yeah, Chris James, I'm smoking ribs tomorrow after ribs appointment with an obedience class. Oh my word, man. Maybe if Rip does a good job, give him some ribs too. Let's go. Yeah, I'm going to hop off here, guys. If I know how to do it on my phone, we'll see. Actually, I don't know. You guys might be here for the night with me. Hold on. Here we go. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Have a good one, guys. Be safe on the road if you are. Catch you later. Thanks for joining us. It's kind of a chaotic live stream, but glad to have you here. And